Hello, welcome to Jim Will Shave. Right, as I'm sure some of you are aware, I've recently become the proud owner of this baby, the Rex Ambassador, fully stainless steel, 2-piece razor. Recorded a video with it. I was on setting 5 with the grain, 5 across, and if memory serves, I dropped down to 2 for against the grain, or was it 3? But I've been playing with it off camera. I think I've got an ideal setting I'm just going to try out. I've spoke to a lot of people, been in communication with a lot of the people, and I've always said the lowest settings are the most efficient. Go too high and it gets very, very aggressive. So you've got a full week's worth of growth, maybe 5, something like that to start with. But I'm thinking it's definitely worthwhile sticking to the lower end of the scale when it comes to Rex Ambassador. So I'm going to start setting 3 with the grain. I'll stay on setting 3 across the grain. I'll ramp it down to setting 2 against the grain. But when it comes to the moustache, I was noticing I was getting a little bit of drag. I used a Gillette Winner, it was on its 3rd use, and I could feel some resistance. I've now got a brand new Gillette Winner in on its 1st use, so obviously because it's brand new. But just for the moustache only, I'm going to drop it down to setting 1, just to see if there's less resistance there. So that's the plan of action. Cream, the good old T.O.B.S Almond, just to remind me of the Christmas cake, because this has got one hell of a marzipan scent. Okay, and I'm just going to begin by wetting the whiskers, as usual. Lava's already lathered up in the bowl to save time. So here we go. I'm using my Flanders Fields brush that I've nicknamed it, and there's the lava I've got. Let's get it on. Luxurious, creamy tail of Old Bond Street with a lovely almond scent. Not my favourite scent, but it's one of them. I think from the T.O.B.S range, I think the grapefruit's my favourite, and it's blooping all over the place here. So just paint it on and get a good coating, work it into the bristles. Just got over 24 hours growth, so not a lot really, not a lot. I love painting this stuff on though. Sheer luxury, could stand here all day painting this on. As you noticed, I've got the lava quite wet. Just wipe that off the wall. I've got it quite wet because I think a lot of people, when they use T.O.B.S or a lot of creams, they just don't apply too much water to it. They're just thinking of making a nice fluffy Santa beard really, and they fail to put enough water in. So I've just wet the blade with the grain, setting 3, and this it's feeling very smooth. It said the Rex Ambassador, Envoy I should say, is equivalent to setting 3 on the Rex Ambassador. And I believe that razor's said to be mid-aggressive. I know you're probably thinking, okay, you're on setting 3, why didn't you just buy a Rex Envoy instead? It'd be cheaper. Well, you never know, I might do. We have to remember, Rex Envoy, you can't knock it down to settings 2 and 1. Like I'm able to with this. Again, I'm using a shaving mirror, which is really that size. Got a magnification mirror here, but if I look at it too much, like now, I'm actually looking away from you. I don't really like magnified mirrors. The image is distorted. That's what I'm using just at the moment. Yeah, I much prefer a flat glass mirror. Don't see my ugly mug amplified, do I really? Magnified. Yeah, I said, did you let winner after, well, during its third shave, it was starting to be quite tuggy against the grain on the moustache. So swap that blade out for a brand new one. And I've decided, well, in this razor anyway, I won't use the winner more than 2 times. Now then, I don't really want to cause unnecessary weepers, and that's what you will do with a dull blade. How do we get weepers? Well, it's mainly when you shave against the grain. There's not much hair left, stubble left. What is left is stub and stubble, particularly around the goatee, moustache area. That is where most weepers occur. And a weeper occurs when your blade isn't sharp enough, it's dulled. You go against the grain, the blade chooses to take the path of least resistance, which is actually into the skin, into the capillary, and that's where weepers come from. So if you've always got a really nice sharp blade, you go against the grain, and your razor's not too aggressive, you shouldn't really get them. He says, hang on Jim, we've seen you get hundreds of the bloody things. I know. I do it all for YouTube though. Again, my subscriptions are rising nicely, thank you very much. I've gone over 800 now. Can't believe it myself. One thing I do find with the Rex Ambassador is I have to concentrate to maintain the sweet spot, the best cutting angle. Is that weeper there? So look at my magnified mirror, I can't tell. Don't you, if you've ever noticed, but these days I seem to get more weepers with a DE than I do with a straight. Just buffering up on the residual here, just to save. A lot of work when I go against the grain. See there, that's actually against the grain, just under the chin there. I can feel just a slight bit of tugging. I'm setting free. I do have to shave against the grain there because there's only a little bit of it which is against the grain. As you know, you just can't get a single spot, and you'd be doing all sorts of different against the grain and with the grain patches on the neck, so you've just got to go with the majority. That's what I do anyway. No right and wrong way. The way that suits you, that's the best way. So I still can feel a fair old blade feel on setting free. It reminds me of the hardest thing to master if you come off cartridge razors or electric razors and you go onto a DE, is maintaining the angle of the razor. Like you're keeping it at 30 degrees through the contours, and because the head doesn't swivel, you're doing all the swiveling for it. Yeah, nice one. Okay, I'm just going to struggle to see the little red dot here. There we go. So I'm going down to 2. I don't know if you can make that out. It is tricky to see on the Rex Ambassador, but I'm down to 2 now for Against the Grain. And as I said earlier, I'm going to crank it down to set number 1 for Against the Grain on the moustache. So if you see me going onto the moustache without banging it down, give us a shout. Reminds me of when I first went scuba diving in Turkey. My very first ever scuba diving trip. I was going down with the instructors for the very first time, and he says, if you get nervous down there, give us a shout. Yeah. Scuba gear on, as if feel a little bit of a sting on the neck here. I don't know why. I certainly didn't get that the last 2 occasions I used this razor, the Rex Ambassador. Right, setting 2 against them. Again, even on setting 2, I can feel that blade plenty. Didn't give me a shout, did you? I was getting close there. Little short strokes around the old chinny chin chin. Again, I can really feel the blade. Did you wind it the right way, Jim? Yes, I did. Here's Weaver. Wasted time trying to go against the grain on the chin, it just won't work. Because that's the shape of my chin. But that gets it, that gets it. So that area, as I said, saving that for setting number 1. See how it does. I certainly wouldn't class this setting 2 as mild. When you bear in mind I'm shading with Chauvettes, straights, Mueller R41, the exact shavings Outlaw, both regular and mild. Because this isn't a baby razor. Definitely not. Okay, Against the Grain on the neck. You can hear it, can't you? And I do know that it is very easy to overshave on the neck of this razor, because that's exactly what I did when I had one out on loan. And one subscriber, I can't remember your name, often that right around me, I meant to take a note, so I do apologise, but He owns the Rex Ambassador and he uses it on setting 1 all the time. And he says if he does go against higher than setting 1, he pays for it. But in the same respect, there's guys like John Shaves 101. He can use it on the higher settings, no problem. Must have skin like leather. Now, I certainly do have razors that will clear the neck quicker than this has. But I'm there now. No, we're not. Always this little bit here, it's always a trouble spot. That's got it. Right. Just struggle to see the little red dots, and I'm down to setting number 1 for against the grain on the moustache. Just using little bits of the blade at a time. I'm not going straight in and using the full blade. These are little strokes really here. No pressure at all. Very light. Couple of millimeters at a time. And even on setting 1, I could feel that blade working against the moustache. This is my easy side. Just some to clean up around here. And here. So obviously seen from past videos, I certainly do have razors that do a free pass shave, easier than what this has. But it's just the joy of using this, isn't it? So I put a little bit of lava around the mush here. Touch-ups, that's rare for me, that's rare for me. So I'm still learning with this razor. This has been a more efficient way. Now there's no struggle under the nose, I could just put the blade straight under. Job done. Quick rinse. I'm going to release the hot water from the sink, I do apologise. But I will glug, and I'm going to do a cold rinse at the same time. I don't have the chlorine in 2 sinks. I don't live in the United States. So, recorded a head shave earlier using my brand new twig. You might not be into head shaves, but would be appreciated. You popped along, gave it a like, and maybe you don't. I'd just like to thank everybody for supporting the channel throughout 2021, and I hope to see you all through 2022, especially when I get back on my travels in various locations. And perfect shave, BBS all over, got that lovely rubbery feeling that I like. As far as I can make out, just look in the magnified mirror, no weepers, no weepers. So I'm getting there with this Rex, fellas. Afters, well, I've only got one aftershave maybe. This stuff, chiller. Definitely not the best aftershave in the world. Use it up. Oh, Christ. That is giving a sting, believe me, that's giving a sting. So, just to do a final recap, because I'm running behind schedule here. So for today, Sailors of Old Bond Street Almond, whistle in my Chinese bowl with my Flanders Field botty brush. Razor today was a Rex Ambassador, setting free with the grain, setting free across the grain, setting two against the grain, but setting one against the moustache, and no weepers. No, I'm even looking in the magnifying mirror here. Even in the magnifying mirror, I can't see no weepers. But I know what you're going to do. You're on a larger screen, aren't you, just to see. But honestly, I've got my weepers. Right, and in there, we had a Gillette Winner on its third use. And that was all rounded off with the Cella. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. You all stay safe. I'll see you all further down the line. Stay safe now. Bye-bye.